everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the DevOps. Okay, so what is DevOps? DevOps is nothing but it's application life cycles. Okay, that's a simple definitions. Okay, uh, that entire application life cycles would go into automate. There will not be any manual interventions. Okay, that process is DevOps. DevOps, it's not a tool or applications, it is a culture, combination of multiple process, multiple tools. Okay, that is DevOps. Okay, so in that picture itself you can see it's a multiple stages is that plan, code, build, test, release, deploy, operate, monitor. Okay, these processes called DevOps. Okay, literally we can have 8 stages. Okay, that is DevOps. Okay, so usually the DevOps, it's before DevOps we had two different teams. That's a development team and operation teams. Okay, so development team include the test is itself, but now it's development, it's included dev and test. Okay, thing is so previously we can consider, like, before DevOps the culture was like, okay, development plus operations. Development people will develop the code and they give it to the operation teams. Those are all maintained the IT infra like a server and network. Okay, then the operation team will get the code and they will deploy into the server. Okay, then they will make it available for outside world, and they will maintain the code high availability. Okay, they will maintain high availability, they will maintain that without downtime. Okay, they will monitor 24/7. That's the operation team. Okay, now this entire process will go into automation mode. That is called DevOps. Okay, right. Yeah, so I will explain the next slide, so how it goes. Okay, right. So this automations will go in 2 stages. Okay, first they will call continuous integrations, then second they will call continuous deployment or continuous delivery. So the continuous deployment, continuous delivery, it's same, but depends on the infra. They will follow your continuous deployment or continuous delivery. Some organizations, if it is a test and dev infra, they will follow the continuous deployment. If it is a production, so they will go continuous delivery. Okay, but it's only 2 stages. One is continuous integrations, continuous deployment. That is called CI/CD. Okay, perfect. So in single stage, I will try to explain what is continuous integrations. In continuous integrations is nothing but the developer develop a code. Okay, it's a literally it's a binary, right? ABCD and binary and alphanumeric and numbers, right? Nothing but. Okay, so they will code it and they cannot keep the code on their system, right? It should be moved to somewhere to collaborate with some other people. That they need some centralized repository. Okay, that is called source controller. So like we have a many source controller system. Okay, so that's one famous tool is GitHub, right? So we have many source control system available like GitHub, GitLab, and Zero. Yeah, many tool we have. Okay, but yeah, one of the famous tool is GitHub. Okay, the developer they will develop the code and they will push to the GitHub, right? Once the developer merged the future branch or updated branch with the master branch, which is saved on this GitHub source controller, then it will trigger the automatic build. Okay, build is nothing but like we are the developer developed the code into binary format, right? ABCD or hexadecimal format, whatever the format, right? So if you want to install the application on your system, okay, it should be some executable format, right? That's a format will convert on the build stage, okay, right? Like a exe format or some Linux file format API or something, yeah, right. So then once it's built, it will test on the stage itself, okay. If test is passed, then it will move to the next stage, okay. Yeah, if test fail, then it will revert back to developer, then still the developer modify the code, and they will try to improve on the code, okay. That is called continuous integrations, okay. Then what is continuous deployment? Okay, once the build succeeded and test succeeded, then it goes to deployment, okay, where the pipelines will involve on that process, okay. Then literally let's say we have a many pipeline tool available. The famous one is Jenkins, okay. Then Azure DevOps, okay, that's another famous tool we using in the market, okay, right. In pipeline, it's a literally it's a like integrating source control and artifact which is built in continuous integrations on build and test stage. The artifact will deployed on productions, okay. And yeah, that is called continuous deployment, okay. It directly, it will, if it is deployed on a destination infra, that is called continuous deployment, okay. So from if if developer develops the code, that the starting point, if directly deployed to the infra, that is called continuous deployment, okay. There will not be any human interventions, okay. Like think about like the developer developing a code and it directly reached to the end customer to access the website, okay. In between, we don't need any tester, we don't need any server or any operation team intervention. We don't want to deploy, okay. It directly deployed to the infra. That is called continuous deployment. That is a challenge, like we always cannot trust the code, right? We need some validations, right? So yeah, like most of the organization, they will not believe continuous deployment. Yeah, still they follow the continuous deployment for the test and QA infra, but when it goes to productions, there they will made a checkpoint, they will made approve, okay, and preview, okay. Once it's approved and previewed by people, then they will do it manual deployment, okay. That's called in the last section you can see continuous delivery. You can see developer developing a code and it's moved to source controller and it's moved to the build and test stage. Then still now we create continuous integrations, then continuous delivery. The Jenkins part it will involve, okay, it will test it, okay, and once it will test in from, okay, that's it. It will not apply to the productions, and the deploy production will happen manually. So yeah, that is called continuous delivery, okay. Yeah, in this slide I will try to show you what are the tools involved for DevOps, okay. Yeah, it seems like it's a complicated, but still it's worth to learn all of these tools, okay. Yeah, but you don't want to be master on all the tools, but yeah, you should pick in a starting point. You should pick any one tools, okay, right. Like if you ask me, like the main tool is Jenkins, okay. you should pick Jenkins first. And then yeah, if you ask me, Jenkins is fine as of now, right? Okay. Then Jira, it's Jira is another tool that's for developer. Yeah, fine. But for operation team, so as Jenkins is more than enough as of now. Okay, great. I will explain. I will try to explain what are the tools and tools. Okay, right. Planning. So it's a board. Okay, it's a whiteboard. So where the people will discuss and what are the epics, what are the story, what are the tasks they need to involve on this project. They will plan it on the Jira, using Jira tool. Okay, Git. Okay, like it's a repository. Okay, where developer develop the code, they will develop it. Okay, and they will keep it in an own system where they will have own Git repository. Okay, then they will build it. Okay, and using Maven. Okay, which is the very famous tool for build the code. Okay, and testing is the Selenium is the famous tool for test. Okay, yeah, for tester, those are in testing field, they know what it is, the Selenium. Okay, that's nice. So till now we completed the continuous integrations. Okay, next where the Jenkins is the intermediator, where continuous integration and continuous deployment, it will merge both the stages. Okay, so where Jenkins, Bamboo, or Travis, CI, yeah, but Jenkins is the famous one in market. Okay, where if it comes to deploy, its deployment is like where operating system level, any changes, if you need application level changes and you need, then where Jeff and Puppet will help you. Okay, right. And yeah, its operations is nothing but like it's like scale up, scale down, and infra is deployed. Okay, you need to still maintain your infra, right, based on your load. That's operation we will involve. Okay, like continuous scale up, scale down, right? That's kind of operations, and high availability. So that other kind of operations we have in our it. Okay, monitor, which is the main thing. Like once we deploy, when we are operating, then we have to make sure, right, everything is up and running smoothly. If there is any issue, it should go to intimate to developer, hey, this is a bug, you should develop on this issue, right? So that's a monitor. Okay, it first it depends on the respective team, we have to tag it, then the alert goes to the respective team. So then can you see the green color goes to the planning again. Okay, then again this process will happen again. Okay, then planning, coding, building, testing, deploy, operate, monitor. This is the life cycle. These are the tools involved. Okay, for application life cycles. Okay, monitoring tools. So we have a many tool, but famous is Nag.js. Okay, yeah. I hope this gives you a little bit idea about what is DevOps. Yeah, let me try to put a few more videos later. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.